against, and EnVy doesn't really have a Genji or a Mei player, so this is really going to be an interesting clash of styles.
It will be, and you wonder with Blue is it that they have a unique style that's working for them? It is so far, but when does it become the inability to play the meta? That's kind of the tipping point I feel like we're at now. They may have kind of reached the limit with what they can do with this type of style.
That's true, but at the same time, if they play their game, if we think about really EnVy's biggest strengths, we've of course seen the Coco-Mickey synergy running Reinhardt Diva, which they do in pretty much every situation.
Sure.
But the weakness is a lack of mobility. But I think if Afreeca comes out today and they're going to be insistent on playing either heroes that have high mobility to escape that combo, to escape that setup, if they're going to be playing the Winston, if they're going to be playing the Diva, the Genji, or the Mei, which can wall off or just ice block through those kind of combos, then it may actually trip up EnVy a little bit if they know how to play against it and they know how to play well.
It could. I mean, a good Winston player, and I'm talking like super good Winston player, might even be able to just drop that shield over the exploding Diva and save everybody. Something they might have to worry about. They've been relying a lot on getting the enemy Reinhardt out of the way. That's been Coco's job to enable Mickey to get those gigantic Diva explosions. So it's going to be a little bit different today. Should be fascinating.
Yeah, it should be really good.
Afreeca Freecs Blue. Adam. Jin. Recry. Arahan. Yes Man. Dayfly. Afreeca Freecs Blue.
And so Afreeca Freecs Blue, of course, one of the teams that were created by Woong, the former League of Legends pro, and man, does this guy know how to build teams. This is twice now in new emerging esports in Korea that this guy has put together squads that made it to the finals of the first big OGN tournament. Now, he was able to win it in League of Legends. If he can do that in Overwatch as well, what a legacy for this guy.
Yeah, huge, absolutely huge. And Arhan, many of you may know him from the Overwatch World Cup. This team is also coached by Tyrong, the Lucio player who won with Team South Korea at that same event. So a lot of names here that you guys might appreciate and might know about. And we'll see what Tyrong is dreamt up here for Afreeca Blue, because they have shown a lot of adaptability match to match so far.
Yeah, they have. Some points to maybe consider improving on, too. If you look at Dayfly, their support, usually they're on a player. This guy, unfortunately, has been getting caught out a lot in a lot of different situations. They need to be very, very careful with Dayfly's positioning. He needs to improve personally there. And as a team, they need to dedicate themselves less to, lost battles. We've seen them a little bit off on that, too. But let's take a look at EnVyUs.
EnVyUs.
본인들은 이런 식으로 그러다 보면 이런 식의 빈곤까지 생깁니다. 타이머.
타이무. Coco. Miki. Harry Hook. Internet Hulk. Chips Hajen. EnVyUs.
And so EnVyUs, what a story for these guys in the postseason. The move that really everyone was saying was the end of their tournament in terms of losing Tailspin, having to sub in this guy named Mickey, who people had seen at the World Cup that nobody really knew a lot about. This change that should have been their downfall may have ended up putting them in the perfect place to take advantage of this meta in the best ways.
I mean, what a story, like you say. Yeah. They could not have predicted a better turn of events here than Mickey being the kind and caliber, perhaps one of the best Diva players in the world, and slotting into a meta where he can just play 100% 100% diva. He has not played another hero so far in these playoffs, and he's been doing great. The synergy with Coco is there. They're very good, as you noted earlier, Doa, about turning Reinhardt's and setting up the big self-destruct plays.
Yeah.
But I think that particular play is going to be harder against teams that, a team like Afreeca that likes having more mobility and is less reliant, let's say, on running the Reinhardt all the time, like we saw with Kongdu on CI.
I agree completely. I mean, stylistically, it's a fascinating matchup, but, you know, things have worked great for them. Moving Harry Hook off of the Lucio onto some hit scan DPS. Taimu, of course, filling in a lot of gaps in terms of the Roadhog, playing whatever they need him to play, really, even things like the Hanzo. These guys really hit the meta hard in the best way. They're looking great coming into this tournament, and here is our best of 7. These are going to be the maps that are available. We'll see what we get for set number 1, and after that, the loser of the map gets to pick the next one. Looks like we're going to Nepal for our control map in this best of 7 grand final.
That's right, and it will be, if we go into any sudden deaths after a draw, it will be played on a single random point of Helios.
That's
so
right.
Keep that in mind. That has already been selected. Nepal is the first map. This is really a must-win for Afreeca Blue. This is their home turf. They're 8 wins, 3 losses between tournaments in Shanghai and here in Seoul. And it's been EnVy's weak point. They're just above 50%. But, I mean, Afreeca has looked incredibly dominant on these control maps. And a road to victory starts with them winning Nepal.
Yeah, this is their strength. This is what Afreeca Blue needs to do. Meanwhile, EnVyUs, a win here, you know, could spell even something like a 4-0 because of their strength on Assault, on Escort. So, like you said, must win for Afreeca Freecs right off the bat. May only be our first map in this best of 7, but unless Afreeca Blue has improved a lot in some of their other map types, they can't get away with losing this one.
Absolutely. I do think, as you say, it's a must-win for Afreeca.
Certainly is. Let's do it. It's grand finals time, guys. EnVyUs versus Afreeca Blue. Let's go to Nepal and see who takes the early lead.
To the speakers, you are here to entertain us.
And welcome to Nepal. Those statues are floating, and that makes me kind of uncomfortable.
Does it? I would like a levitating statue in my house.
I'd be a little bit nervous getting too close to those things, you know? I mean, what if the batteries give out?
I mean, it seems like a comfortable way to meditate. Do you think they have like meditation, levitation pads?
Probably.
Not just for the statues, but you know, for Omnic monks as well.
Oh, we have jump pads coming in the new map apparently.
I'm excited.
So why not levitation pad? Oh man, Oasis looks so good. I cannot wait to play on that map. But we got to cast the finals first, Monte Cristo. Afreeca Freecs Blue versus EnVyUs. Starting things off on Sanctum, it looks like. And here we go. So, EnVyUs. Ooh, Internet Hulk on the Zenyatta for the moment. He does like to play that from time to time. This is a good point for it. I'm curious to see if he's actually going to stay with it or not, though.
Yeah, so far since the swap over, he's been basically exclusively Lucio.
Yeah.
I think he will be switching over to the Diva. There's the Lucio coming through. Recry, what is he going to pick up here? Doubt they're going to run 3 tank, 3 supports. Arhan on a Zarya. This would be very unorthodox for Afreeca Blue.
Yeah, and here we go, man. I mean,
they're going to go with it.
Yeah, Tyrone was telling me they had some crazy stuff in mind. Now, in some earlier online tournaments, Arhan has played Zarya, so this isn't a first for him, but it's something we haven't seen in a long time. A fight on the high ground. We'll see if anyone can get an early hook. Jin versus Taimu in terms of the hooking, and EnVyUs already backing off just a little bit.
Recry actually goes down. Harry manages to find him in the back line, so that's going to be a big wipe here for Afreeca. They need to pull out, and there's the aggression coming in from Envy, capitalizing it, taking down Adam after they break his shield also. So that's an early win for Envy, and I'm a bit skeptical here of this composition, Doa. I mean, yes, against some of these tanks it can be good, but you have to deal with the soldier because they have no pressure on him in the back line right now. They're not running a Diva, so basically nobody can actually deal with the long-range hit scan of Harry.
Yeah, and I mean, if Jin doesn't get the hooks, how do they get kills, right? Recry might land some lucky orbs, but I mean, I feel like as much as I love Zenyatta, Recry may be a little bit wasted on this hero. EnVyUs, of course, once they get 1 kill, too, you know they're going in deep. Jin tries to get on the point. He's going to go down Harry Hook. Pops attack visor, looking for a bit more now. Afreeca Freecs Blue already having to back away. And Harry Hook putting so much pressure on these guys. They're going to go in now. Looks like Taimu's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to go whole hog. Gets the nano boost as well. Arhan up against the wall, and he will be taken out. And Taimu using the rest of that to just push Afreeca Freecs Blue back again. And EnVyUs already nearing 50 control % on this point.
Yeah, Afreeca going to come in with a lot of ultimates soon, though. And Taimu doesn't get the crucial pick, and there it is. Charge. Going to help finish that one off. But, man, this is not the Afreeca Blue I thought we would be coming in. This is such a low mobility, long range tank composition. Now, they're known for playing dive comp, so completely the antithesis of their style that we've seen them run so far in Apex.
You know, we talked about them needing to make some changes for this match, but not on Control. Control was where they were doing the best. So this is the map type that I wanted to see them stay the same. They look so great in their earlier matches in this tournament. But they're trying to swap things off right off the bat, and it is not going well at all.
Well, see, the problem, Doa, is that they're going to lose these shield battles.
Power Shatter comes in. Recry pops that Transcendence, trying to keep Blue alive. Kills coming in. Yes, man gets one on Chips High, and meanwhile, Adam swinging away with that nano boost, looking for a bit more, and this is finally the fight that Afreeca Freecs Blue is looking for, but it's already 90% for EnVyUs. They need to get on the point. They're going to cap it, but man, they've got a long way to go if they want to win Sanctum.
Yeah, they do, and a lot of big ults coming up soon onto Envy. They are going to be able to match the sound barriers, but as I was saying, Envy, they just, with the Soldier and the Roadhog combo, they can shred the Reinhardt shield faster, which means they get more picks.
Now Dayfly got a pick on the Chips High in there, gets two. Man, Dayfly on that Ana. We talked about his issues positioning-wise in the past, but great start for him on that hero anyway. And Blue has EnVyUs bottled up now. On Sanctum, you really can kind of make it tough for the team to come back on offense, but EnVyUs, they got a lot else to work with.
What I will say about Afreeca's comp is now that they're in this forward position, they're not going to have to worry as much about Harry, but he's going to find that flank and try and get around to the opposite side. But now he's got the opposite side of the point, so great positioning from Harry.
At Recry, okay, gets low before the sound barrier comes in. They're going to try to get a bit more. Oh, Mickey gets two with the self-destruct. Big Diva explosion on the side of EnVyUs. It's fairly even fight so far, though. EnVyUs did lose one. They need a bit more. Arhan jumps on the point, gets hooked, gets taken out by Arhan as well. And EnVyUs, they're up to 99% now. Looks like they might be able to get this one back.
Nano boosted the Lucio. Dayfly nano boosted Yes Man just as a precautionary measure to keep control of the point.
Hey, well, it kept him healthy, kept him in the game. They got the point back.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. They managed to grab that one. So a bit of desperation there. Adam's going to come back, though, with this Earth Shatter. Coco's got one too, but they're going to have a little bit of trouble, I think, just pushing through this very narrow choke point here.
So the thing here is Harry Hook, you know, with all of the healing on Blue right now, is going to have a hard time to make that poke that Soldier does so well work. You're going to need to land those rockets. There's a big pushback. Adam on the Reinhardt drops the Earth Shatter. EnVyUs has to back away. There's the whole hog to keep Blue off. Meanwhile, kills come in on each side. Harry Hook looking for a bit more. He's got the tack visor now. And they're going to be able to zone them out. Maybe EnVyUs can take back the point. They've got that control meter about 2/3 of the way up. Now about 3/4. They've nearly got it. There we go. The meter is going down. Overtime for EnVyUs to maybe take this point. It's 80% for Blue now. Transcendence coming in. Recry just trying to stay on the point for a bit longer. But Harry Hook, what a great position over top of the point. Shouldn't have any trouble at all taking this. And now overtime running out. Looks like EnVyUs is going to take the first point here on Nepal.
Yeah, that's absolutely huge, Doa. I just don't agree with Afreeca's Blues composition at all. Yes, if you can get forward and take the point, it works well, but thanks to some great flanks by Harry Hook, he opened up the map. And so much about the current meta, you know, what we understand about it is that with the buffs to the Soldier damage and with the prevalence of Roadhog, it's in Reinhardt battles about who can break the Reinhardt shield first, because so much is predicated on who can get the first Roadhog hook in, who can get that pick. And when your Reinhardt shield goes down, you just get more opportunities to let the enemy team get those crucial hooks. And we kept seeing them get picked off. So really weird decision by Afreeca. They're going to change it up now. It's Genji May. I like this much better.
I agree completely. This is a little bit more of what we've come to expect from Afreeca Blue. And this has been their bread and butter. They've got, you know, Arhan on the Genji. Recry playing that Mei, plays a lot of it lately. There's the Fire Strike reflected right off the bat. EnVyUs knows exactly what they're up against.
Great
Can
split.
they win it? There's a hook. Brings Adam in right away. He's got to be a bit careful, but the Biotic Grenade keeps him healthy. Recry gets the pick on the Chips High, and that's a great start for Blue. And this is more the control team we've been expecting. Arhan takes apart Taimu, and things off to a good start for Blue.
And that's great for them. And finally, they're back to their specialty. Recry has played more Mei than any other hero so far in this tournament.
Yeah.
That's what we want to see, is those great Mei walls, those good splits. And this also is what EnVyUs is not used to playing against. They haven't been facing great Genjis or great Mei players recently, so this should throw them for a loop. And now Envy, are they going to make any adaptations? So far, no, sticking with what worked for them last round.
Well, they don't have a bad composition or anything like that. I mean, they can still win with this. They just need to find those fights. So far, well, so good actually. Coco and Hulk picking one up, but now Harry Hook in a little bit of trouble. Arhan looking for some kills there. Has to back away a bit. They've got Jin and Yes Man to keep him healthy for the moment. Shields in the heels. Harry Hook on the point right now as EnVyUs tries to take it back. Control meter building. They get the point. They swap it somehow. Harry Hook has attack visor now too, so they might be able to hold this for a little while.
Yeah, nice job retaking that point there, and a great example of that 1v1. You can see Harry maintaining his composure, waiting for his allies just to come and back him up in that 1v1. Throws down the biotic field, doesn't shoot during the reflect. Pretty easy stuff, but having his teammates right there behind him made it so Arhan really couldn't re-engage, and he was just suffering for heals down at about 20%, and that's a great hook, but...
Oh, Recry, though, into the edge of the wall, and Taimu can't quite get a clean left click on him. Meanwhile, Blue on the point. They're trying to build that control meter up again. They've nearly got it. They flip the point again. EnVyUs has to fight, but Arhan's got the nano blade out. Takes out Chips Iron, looking for a bit more.
Great
Sound barrier, not too much protection at this point. Arhan gets two, trying to whittle down the mech of Mickey right now. And with that Earth Shatter, looks like they'll be able to get the rest of EnVyUs right where they want them. But no, EnVyUs somehow staying on the point, surviving long enough to flip it back again.
Yeah, Taimu really showing up there, getting the crucial picks that they needed in order to win out on that fight. Later sound barrier there by Internet Hulk allowed them to survive just long enough, even though Arhan was doing work in the back lines. We didn't see Afreeca's support survive quite long enough, and Recry threw down the Blizzard there, so that's a pretty big ultimate that Envy just wasted.
Yeah, well, speaking of ultimates, Taimu using that whole hog, just trying to push Blue off of the point, buy some more time. That control meter, though, almost all the way up. The point goes back again. What a back and forth village point here we have on Nepal. There's a Graviton Sergio. Jin trying to set something up for his team. Arhan desperately trying to build that Dragon Blade. Nearly has it now. Will he use it? I don't know if this is quite the time. He's kind of finds himself behind enemy lines here. Looks for a Harry Hook. Pulls out the Dragon Blade anyway, but doesn't get any kills with it, though. Ooh, that was not really what Arhan was looking for, and he gets taken out by Mickey in the end. That hurts.
Yeah, that was a huge waste of an ultimate, so really nice job there. Envy pulling a lot of Afreeca's ults out. Now, they are still ticking up at 80% right now. Nobody has an ultimate at the current time, but Envy looking to flip this one back. Not quite enough. Mei now in the point. Nice wall, keeping a lot of the members of Envy on the outside.
Yeah, Blue needs to get back on there, and they're going to use the Blizzard to do it. They're going to send in Adam. He's right there. Recry landing those right clicks. EnVyUs wasn't quite able to flip the point. Afreeca Freecs getting very, very close as Taimu goes down. 98, 90, oh, 98, sticking there for the moment. Recry with the ice block, but he doesn't get any healing because of the biotic grenade. Oh,
Chips,
man, they flip
Chips
it back.
gets two huge kills right there, and now Envy, huge ult advantage. Although we are seeing, of course, Adam and Jin getting close. Recry not with a Blizzard for a while. He's got enough time to build it right back up again, but Envy's looking at a 6 ult defense right here, just out skirmishing the members, and mostly it was Chips and Harry in that last fight doing the work.
Yeah, Taimu waits for that hook cooldown, 2 more seconds, and he's got it again. If he can get a pick here, that could mean the win for the map. Harry Hook coming around the side. He's got the nano visor out. Recry. Oh, he drops the wall. Great wall from Recry. Completely zones out Harry Hook throughout the nano boost and the ultimate. Mickey throws in the diva ult. 91% for Envy as it continues to build. Great right click on the Dayfly. Gets one for Taimu. 96% for EnVyUs, so close. If they can win this point, they can take Nepal. It's overtime now, 99-98, and Blue does not have many members remaining. There goes overtime, and EnVyUs will 2-0 Nepal. That's not the start we expected here.
No, not at all.